Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder.
And go higher.
We need your energy. Get up.
Get loud.
Every clap.
Every cheer.
This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you.
Evansville, are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Evansville, this is Monster Jam! Evansville, Indiana, welcome to Monster Jam! And we're kicking it off with our very first competition full of so much adrenaline, JCB Racing, where our 6 superstars will be in a race against the clock. The driver with the fastest time will get the first 6 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Evansville, who's ready for JCB Racing? First competitor taking to the line is Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Evansville, go ahead and buckle in because it's time to go green. That will do it for Brianna Mahan. She's flying around that turn pass, and unfortunately, it did get the better of her. Of course, that's not how she wanted to start or end the race, but she can hear you in that Monster Jam truck. Go ahead and show her some love. Let her hear you. Super glued to the action replay. You see it right there, the moment that BKT tire got stuck on the dirt and the momentum of that 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck took a tumble. Pretty exciting way to begin the competition. Unfortunately, that does mean she will not get a time as the race did not get completed. So as you can see, just a reminder, Monster Jam fans, each driver is gonna come up to that flower line and take off the moment the amber lights turn green. They're gonna wanna avoid the gray turn cone as they make their way around, as it will result in a 5-second penalty. And then they're gonna launch themselves across the pod, which will be the official finish line. Now, as we see firsthand, the trick is gonna be to be able to control that Monster Jam truck around those turn passes, or else it could result in a rollover. It also could simply result in each driver getting stuck in a corner that really just ultimately makes them lose more time. See Brianna Mahan out of the truck. She is all right. Go ahead and let her hear you one more time, Monster Jam fans. Well, Evansville, are you ready for more JCB racing? Well, it is time for Chucky Pauken, Classroom Crusher, to take to the track. Reminder, we do have a DNF for Brianna Mahan Ringling Bailey Circuit, so Chucky Pauken is going to be setting the time to beat here in this competition. Evansville, I need you to make some noise because it's time to go green! .136 for Chucky Pauken, Classroom Crusher. Glued to the action replay up on the video board. You might have seen the moment Chucky Pauken almost got bested by the track, but he was able to maintain control and set the new time to beat, which is 10.136. And it's time for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. We're gonna take a look back at the super glued to the action replay and make sure there was no contact with that gray turn cone. The time for Weston Anderson Gravedigger, 9.871. Once again, that is now going to be the time to beat. So far, Weston Anderson Gravedigger is the only competitor all weekend to place within the 9-second range. Let's see if anybody is gonna be able to beat him. Michaela Teluchka, Megalodon, is up next. 12.509 for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Monster Jam fans, when you're looking at the Super Glued to the Action replay, you're going to want to pay close attention to how each driver is choosing to maneuver around the track. From what we can see, it looks like the conditions might be a little tacky, which again is going to make it tough for them to maintain control of that Monster Jam truck and to accelerate at every turn, but still keeping it on the ground. But we're gonna keep on going with our competitors. It's time for Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash. .955 for Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash. While she wasn't able to place first in this competition, it does look like she took a bit of a more slow and steady approach, which was able to allow her to move around that track smoothly and steadily. That's right, you see him. It's Brandon Telechka, Zombie. Final competitor. It may be him that steals the lead from Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. I don't know. I guess we'll find out here in just a moment, because Evansville, for the final time today, it's time to go green. .200. There was a 5-second penalty for knocking the turn cone out of the bounds. You see it right there on the Super Glued to the Action replay again. The time for Brandon Telechka, Zombie, 15.200. So all this means, Monster Jam fans, that the winner of JCB Racing for the third time this weekend, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Could literally see him inching out of the no, not, yeah. He's had it out for that great turn cone all weekend long, but he's been able to best it each and every time. Again, he's taken all JCB Racing win competitions this weekend, so we know he's feeling good. Excited to hear what he has to say for himself. Weston Anderson, once again, you find yourself on top of the pod for JCB Racing. It seems like this track is really not ready to play with you guys this afternoon. How did you manage to maneuver this tricky track? Because as we all saw, this corner is very, very tricky.
It is so hard because you want to try and go so fast as much as you can in a race, and sometimes that's not how you win the race. You have to go fast where you need to go fast. You got to go slow where you need to go slow. I felt like Dale Earnhardt out here digging through these corners, man. We were the fastest one almost all weekend. Got 2 of the racing wins out of the 3 events. Man, it's awesome. We're up on top, #1 once again, baby.
That is correct. And now we're going on to our next competition where the tricks really get tricky, the 2-wheel skills challenge. And you are definitely known as a 2-wheel skills king. So what tricks do you have up your sleeve?
You know, I'm gonna try and get this truck on the front 2 tires, back 2 tires, maybe even 1 tire. This dirt out here in Evansville is perfect. It may be tricky for racing and everything else, but 2-wheel skills, it's just sticky enough. We're gonna be able to set up all the crazy combination moves. All I could say is y'all better have your cameras ready. It's about to get hot, baby. Let me hear you, Evansville.
All right, and with that, Evansville, we now need your help to kick off our 2-wheel skills challenge. So do me a favor,
take whatever's in your hands, put it down, because it is time for the Monster Jam slow clap. That Monster Jam truck is off. He can hear you. Monster Jam fans, that was just one attempt. Let's see what Brandon Telechka's got for his second attempt here in the Two Wheel Skills Challenge.
With this Monster Jam truck, it's always Halloween. Make some noise for Brandon Telechka, Zombie! And now, Evansville, it is your time to shine. We need your help to determine what the score will be for Zombie. Time to scan the QR code on the board. Head on over to judgeszone.com. Enter the code EVA. Click that submit button. And then you see that BKT tire on your screen. Slide it up or down to the number of your choosing, and we'll accumulate your scores into one number.
Monster Jam fans, you got one last look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay right there, and the scores are locked for Brandon Telechka. Zombie, let's take a look at the video board. 7.969 will be the score to beat, and the score for Brandon Telechka, Zombie. Michaela Telechka Megalodon is making her way to the track. Another Midwestern girl from Kewanee, Wisconsin, facing off against her brother right now on the track. I think it's safe to say she means business. Let's see if she can top the score. One attempt down for Megalodon. She's got one more. If you take a close look at the Monster Jam truck, especially that front left BKT tire, seems to be getting stuck on the dirt. There may be something going on. Let's see if she can pull it off.
Swimming circles around the competition. Let's make some noise for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon! Evansville scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. Scan that QR code on the video board and lock your scores in now.
Monster Jam fans, take a look up at that video board. Once again, we're getting word there may be some breakage on that Monster Jam truck, which is why you see it was a little bit difficult for her to get some stability, but she was still able to pull off 2 attempts successfully. Make some noise, she's out of the truck. Score is gonna be a 6.212 for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. your JCB Racing winner, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, back out on the track. Smooth as a butter for the first attempt. One more to go, and that hood is just hanging on by a thread. No hood, no problem. No power, no problem. Monster Jam fans, look! No steering wheel, it is on the dirt. And he's back down.
He's digging graves and taking names. It's Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Now remember, Evansville, you only have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in, so head on over to judgeszone.com.
Monster Jam fans, in case you haven't heard, this is the two-wheel skills challenge, not the steering wheel challenge. So I guess he didn't need that. But yeah, other way, Weston, to your left. Yeah, other left. Down there, yeah. I know, it's all right. Monster Jam fans, he found the steering wheel. Let him hear you. Scores are locked. Reminder, the score to beat is Zombie with a 7.969. So the score for Weston Anderson is 9.375. Evansville, you've got a new score to beat. Compliments of Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. We got the super glue glued to the action replay once again. Seems like he had pretty good control of the Monster Jam truck from the very, very start, and it paid off in the end because he's got the new leading score. But that's no surprise. He is a two-time Arena Skills champion for a reason, Evansville. But we still got three more competitors. The next is Chucky Pawkin, Classroom Crusher.
showing you who is the top student in class. Make some noise for Chucky Pocket, Classroom Crusher. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com, and if you guys would like to help him ace this competition, head on over there and lock your scores in now.
Monster Jam fans, that was a pretty exciting look. There's a paper plane that was thrown out the window. Almost missed it. Oh, Monster Jam fans, a lucky fan might be going home with Chucky Pocket's paper plane. Oh, shout out to you. What a lucky fan. Well, let's see if that scored you some extra points, Chucky. The score to beat, once again, is Gravedigger with a 9.375. Score for Chucky Pocket Classroom Crusher is 8.691, putting him in second place currently here in the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And it's time for the next competitor, Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash. Attempt successfully completed for Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash.
Your hooves together for Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash. Now, Evansville, if you want to sprinkle a little magic to Sparkle Smash's run, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. You know what to do. Scoring is still open for a few more seconds. Super glued to the action replay up on the video board. Kylie Kent is another one of our rookie Monster Jam drivers. He has been working on her stoppies all season long. Looks like it's paid off. Score to beat is a 9.375, held by Weston Anderson Gravedigger, and the score for Kylie Kent Sparkle Smash is a 5.9050. Coming up next, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. Monster Jam fans, what a ride. And look, you can see it, little Bailey Circuit out there on the track, mimicking what Brianna Mahan is doing in that Monster Jam truck. She's got one more attempt left. Two PKT tires, two RoboPup paws.
she's back down. The Playful Circus Pup showing you what she's got. Make some noise for Brianna Mahan, Bailey Circuit. Now remember, you still got one more important job to do. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Ringling Bailey Circuit.
Monster Jam fans, you see the famous Robo Pup over there on the track. Everybody say, hey, Bailey. And now say, hey, Bree. Welcome back to the track. We've got our scores locked. Reminder, score to beat held by Weston Anderson, 9.375. Gravedigger, the score for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit is 8.228. Good enough to place her in third in the two-wheel skills challenge. And with that being said, Monster Jam fans, the winner of the two-wheel skills challenge is Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Took the two-wheel skills challenge yesterday as well. Back up on top of the pod, feeling good. This is gonna be his 24th skills win of the year. A lot of milestones made here this weekend in Evansville.
Weston Anderson, I hope they have a broom ready back there because it feels like we're on another way to a clean sweep yet again. So now that you have completed this competition, what is the strategy? Because it looks like the track is really coming apart now.
Absolutely, this track is definitely getting beat up. I mean, we're sending 12,000-pound Monster Jam trucks across this thing, so it's gonna be a little tricky in freestyle, but all that means is all these obstacles in the corners, they're gonna start getting blown out. They're gonna start getting bigger. Hopefully I go later on in the event, and you know, we're gonna try and send this thing as big as we can in here. I wanna try and touch this scoreboard. It's sitting pretty low right now. It's coming off the win in racing, man. That boosted my confidence enough to get out here. I was so clear-headed in that two-wheel skills challenge just then. I felt amazing, and you know what? We're not even done yet, man. We still have my favorite competition coming up next, Monster Jam Freestyle.
That's right, and speaking of freestyle, what are the tricks that you are planning to put in there? Because it seems like you're one of the only people that really tries to maneuver some two-wheel skills into your freestyle run.
Absolutely. You know, it's awesome seeing a jump come out here and a truck jump out here for 60 seconds, but if you could throw some extra wow factors in there, a crazy save, even a crash maybe, that's what the fans, they thrive off of. We were Team Gravedigger. We created freestyle many, many moons ago, and y'all are about to see why. Y'all ready for some more Evansville? It's about to get rowdy!
Evansville, are you ready for the superstars of freestyle motocross?
That's right, Evansville. Let's make some noise for freestyle motocross. These three superstars are going to take to the skies, and they're going to try a various numeration of tricks with 3 warm-up laps to get ready for the best trick competition. And remember, if you're new to Monster Jam, we only have one rule when it comes to FMX. The louder you get, the higher they fly. So let's get ready to meet each one of our superstars one by one as they come up to the ramp. It's Freestyle Motocross! And our first rider to the ramp, make some noise for TJ Tiffany! Our second rider, put your hands together for Noah Backen! And last, but certainly not least, let's make some noise for Zach DiPaolo! What do you say, Evansville? Let's keep the noise going for Freestyle Motocross! And a little bit of a dolphin there from TJ Tiffany. Coming up on round number 2. Let's make some noise. Let's see what they've got. Got a lazy boy from TJ Tiffany. We got a click hanger there from Noah Backen. And a little bit of a rock solid there from Zach DiPaolo. Last round, make some noise, Evansville. Let's make some noise. That's right. Now they're all warmed up. Coming up here to the pod. And we're gonna get ready. Good stuff, gentlemen. All warmed up? Ready to go? All right, Evansville, do you want some more? Well, then more is what you're gonna get, because it's time for the best trick competition of Freestyle Motocross, where our 3 superstars are gonna take to the skies and fly from one side of the Ford Center to the other, giving you their best stylish trick. And we're gonna need your help to determine who's gonna win the best trick competition by using those smartphones and heading over to judgeszone.com and locking in your scores for each one of our superstars. So Evansville, who's ready for the best trick competition?
Heading up the ramp first, Monster Jam fans, it's gonna be Zach DiPaolo. Zach DiPaolo is actually a 2-time American Ninja Warrior. He's competed and toured all around the world, from Canada to Europe to the US, but he's been with Monster Jam for over a decade, and now he's here trying to take one of the last best trick competitions in Evansville.
Let's make some noise for Zach DiPaolo. With a Superman seat grab, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores for Zach DiPaolo now.
That's right, Monster Jam fans. And keep in mind, with our FMX riders, that time seems to fly by a little bit quicker as the time begins. Once the trick is complete, we got Zach DiPaolo, your first competitor. Scores are locked. The score to beat will be a 7.188 for Zach DiPaolo. It's time to keep it going with Noah Backen. Noah Backen is from Brooks, Minnesota. He actually made his Monster Jam debut just last year, but he made his professional FMX debut in 2023. So he's one of the newer riders that we have here in Monster Jam, but that didn't stop him from being crowned the first FMX champion on Freestyle Mania.
Let's make some noise for Noah Backen. With his click hanger, really cool trick created by Noah. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
That's right, Monster Jam fans, he's back up on the pod. You got a few more seconds left to score for Noah Backen. You gotta give credit where credit is due when you go on a limb and create your own trick. But let's see if that does it for you fans. Score to beat is a 7.188 held by Zach DiPaolo. The score for Noah Backen is 8.824. We have a new leader and a new score to beat Evansville. But tensions are high because there is one final competitor left, and he is a veteran as well. He is TJ Tiffany. He has been with Monster Jam for over a decade. He made his debut here in 2011. He's riding a Kawasaki KX450. And he actually even started in Supercross. Let's see what he's got.
Let's make some noise for TJ Tiffany. With his knack-knack backflip, absolutely incredible. Head on over to judgeszone.com and let them know what you thought of his trick compared to Noah's.
I mean, anytime you get a backflip at a Monster Jam event, I think it's worth a little extra noise. Come on, Evansville, let them hear you. Scores are locked for the final competitor here in the FMX Best Trick Competition. Score to beat 8.824 by Noah Bakken. The score for TJ Tiffany is 9.345. Monster Jam fans, your winner is TJ Tiffany.
Congratulations, TJ. Way to make it a clean sweep with the Best Trick Competition this weekend. But we're not done yet, gentlemen. Evansville, do you want some more? Well then, you're in luck, because it's time for the grand finale of Freestyle Motocross. These three superstars are gonna take to the skies and fly from one side of the arena to the other in a single file train formation. And remember, we only have one rule here at Monster Jam. The louder you get, the higher they fly. So buckle up, Monster Jam fans, because they're about to take off. They're coming up to the ramp. Make some noise for them, Evansville! Very good. And now, Evansville, last night's crowd was the absolute loudest. I want you guys to beat them. I want you to blow the roof off of the Ford Center. I want all of Indiana and the nearby states hear you cheering for FMX. They're coming up to the ramp. Blow the roof off. Let all of Indiana hear you. And now Evansville, as loud as you possibly can. They want to hear you. One more time. One more time. Let them hear you. Evansville, you guys have been absolutely amazing. Such an incredible crowd. You definitely beat last night's crowd. I think they heard you. So here you go, one more time. Monster Jam fans, let's give it up for Freestyle Motocross. TJ Tiffany, Noah Bakken, and Zach DePaulo. And here we have them with the winner of the Best Trick Competition, TJ Tiffany. Now, TJ, that is a complete clean sweep of the Best Trick Competition. How did you manage to get that clean sweep?
Oh man, I'm coming out here. We all got our tricks on lock and keeping them secrets. We gotta like pull out whatever we can, and you guys picked me for coming out on top with that knack flip. But man, I gotta give it up to Noah out there. He's doing that heel clicker, cliffhanger. We call it the clicker hanger. And it's just absolutely amazing. That's got to be one of the hardest tricks there is to do for a combination, and he's knocking it out every single weekend. But we're out here, we're having a great time with the Monster Jam family, travel around every weekend. You guys are so loud, we can barely hear our bikes. You guys are really pumping us up out here. Thank you guys so much.
That is correct. And when it comes to FMX tricks on a bike, how do you manage to get creative with it? Just like Noah, how he was able to come up with the click hanger.
Well, I mean, everybody's practicing off the bike just as much as we are on the bike every week, and we're traveling to and from each city, but really it's just motivation. Peer pressure is actually like a positive thing in freestyle motocross with your friends, but we're out practicing every day, and I mean, there's just nothing else like it, being out here in front of a live crowd. We love every bit of it. It pumps us up.
And honestly, we love having you guys here. So let's give it up one more time. Your best trick competition winner, TJ Tiffany.
Reached the pinnacle of the afternoon. This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
He's hungry for points more than brains. Make some noise for Brandon Telechka, Zombie. Scoring is now open, Evansville. You have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com.
Monster Jam fans, once again, scoring is open. Did leave some time on the clock. It sounds like we're getting word that we may have some broken parts on that Monster Jam truck. We'll find out shortly what it is, but you fans go ahead and lock in your scores. 7.260 is gonna be the score for Brandon Telechka, Zombie, and that is going to be the score to beat. Coming out next, from Kewanee, Wisconsin, Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Michaela Telechka made her Monster Jam debut in 2020. She's no stranger to the track. Evansville, are you ready for Megalodon?
Evansville, put your fins together for Michaela Telechka, Megalodon. Evansville, you know what to do. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Megalodon.
Super glued to the action replay up on the video board. Kayla Telechka really launching that Megalodon truck all across the pod. We've heard the drivers talk about the track conditions, but it didn't stop her from taking a risk after risk. Score to beat is Zombie with 7.260. Score for Michaela Telechka Megalodon is 7.390. Just barely, but still good enough to put her at the top, first place. Score to beat once again, 7.390 for Michaela Telechka Megalodon.
And oh man, two amazing athletes already taking to the track. I'm here with my friend Beckham. Everybody say hi, Beckham. Yeah, Beckham, have you liked what you've seen so far with Freestyle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be very, very interesting because we still got a couple more trucks to go. But before that, I wanna play a game with you and all of Evansville. We're gonna play St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. We're gonna take a look up at the video board. There's gonna be the trophy, 3 helmets. We're gonna cover the trophy, mix them up, and I want you to tell me where that trophy is. Keep your eyes on the prize. Here we go, Evansville. It's St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Oh, did you catch it? Oh no, they're mixing them up again. Don't lose it. All right, I'm seeing a lot of different answers. I'm gonna ask Evansville first to see if they can help you out. Make some noise if you think it's helmet number 1. All right, make some noise if you think it's helmet number 2. Make some noise if you think it's helmet number 3. All righty, well, Beckham?
I think it's 1. 1.
He says 1. He's in consensus with you, Evansville. Let's see if you got it right. It's not under number 3. It's not under number 2. Good job, Beckham. High at 5. Helmet number 1, and for getting it right, I'm sending you home with your own Megalodon. Now, are you ready to see some more carnage on the track?
Yeah.
You know what? Me too. So stick around because we still got a lot more freestyle coming your way.
And we're back. It's time for Chucky Plotkin in Classroom Crusher. Chucky Plotkin is one of our many second generation drivers. Ferocious on the track. Let's see what he's got. Straight across the pod onto front 2 BKT tires. Walking it back, can he hold it?
Chucky Plotkin, Classroom Crusher. With a nice run, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Classroom Crusher.
Way to go for Chucky Plotkin, Classroom Crusher. Feeling good, hanging out of that Monster Jam truck. So many moments throughout that were my favorite, personally. But I think the end on that one BKT tire is what really did it for me. Scores are locked. The score to beat is Megalodon with a 7.390. And with that, the score for Chucky Plotkin, Classroom Crusher, is 8.635. We have a new score to beat and a new leader, putting him in first. But we ain't done yet. We got Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash, coming out on the track. Sprinkling a little magic in your lives, make some noise for Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash! Scoring is now open, Evansville. Head on over to judgeszone.com, use the code EVA. Monster Jam fans, you got a few more seconds left to score. Taking a look at that super glued to the action replay. Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash. It's gonna get out of that Monster Jam truck. Go ahead and make some noise for her, Evansville. Let her hear you. Score to beat is currently an 8.635. Score for Kylie Kent, Sparkle Smash, 8.037, putting her in second place here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Hanging here at the desk with Aaron and Addie, two big Monster Jam fans, but for a very special reason. They met Brianna Mahan years ago, and it all started really with Monster Jam, and now they're one of her close family and friends, and they're gonna help me bring her out to the track. So Aaron, Addie, come on, let's get close. Everybody make some noise. It's time for Brianna Mahan in Ringling Bailey Circuit.
showing you why she's called the Princess of Carnage, Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit. And remember, you have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in, so head on over to judgeszone.com and lock them in now.
Monster Jam fans, we don't call her the Princess of Carnage for nothing. She's out of the truck, let her hear you. She's got her family in the building from really all across the Midwest, including her little daughter, Sage, who's watched her since the time she was born here on the track. But now it's time to find out if she's going to take the lead. The score to beat right now is an 8.635. Score for Brianna Mahan, Ringling Bailey Circuit is 8.415. So close. Puts her in second right about now here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Evansville, those bells mean only one thing. It's time for Gravedigger!
One foot in the gas and one in the grave, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger! Scoring is now open, and if you'd like to help the Undertaker in the black and green wrecking machine, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores for him now.
Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, the last competitor of the night. He said it before. Going last isn't necessarily his favorite, but he doesn't mind the challenge. The score to beat is held by Classroom Crusher Chucky Pawkin with an 8.635. Scores are locked. Score for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, is 8.953. Monster Jam fans, with that, the winner of Monster Jam Freestyle and a perfect sweep event with the BKT Overall Event Championship, Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Weston Anderson and Gravedigger swept yesterday's event. Yesterday evening, he swept today's event, something he hasn't been able to do all season long until he came right here to Evansville, Indiana. And it was you fans here in the Ford Center that helped him achieve it. That Monster Jam truck is up. He's out of the truck. Make some noise and celebrate. It's gonna be his 27th overall event championship of the year. He's feeling good about himself. He was crowned the series champion of Freestyle Mania just last week. And now he's ending this weekend with the final win of the week.
Weston Anderson, I said it earlier, bring out the brooms. Another clean sweep from you here with Team Gravedigger. We got your crew chief coming in right here. Tell me, what does this moment mean? Because this track was just super tricky for everybody all weekend long. And it seemed like you guys held up this Monster Jam truck at 100%.
Man, it means the world. Thank you guys. Y'all have been behind my back the whole night. Yesterday, all 3 events this weekend, y'all have been awesome for Team Gravedigger. This guy right here, though, man, he is the true unsung hero. I may be good at spinning the wheels in this truck. He's good at turning the wrenches in the back. This guy right here gets his Gravedigger truck ready to rip every single weekend so we can come out and throw down for you fans. Thank y'all, man. Y'all supported me and my team for 44 years. And if I have anything to do with it, I'm going to be around for another 44 more. We love you, Evansville. Let me hear you blow the roof off this place one more time.